Hello peeps, welcome back to my channel. It's October 17th and we are in the witching season, and today I am going to answer one of the most asked about questions in terms of writing questions that I get. I guarantee it's probably not going to be the answer you want, but maybe it will help. So stick around. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so now. And hit the bell so you get notified when I have new videos out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up if you would, and we'll get started here in a moment. So today, I am tackling that old bugaboo of writer's block. One of the questions I get asked so many times is, what do you do about writer's block? How do you overcome writer's block? What do you do when you're blocked? Short answer, for me, I don't get writer's block. I am never at a loss for something to write. It may not be what I need to be writing, and as like with the Blood Queen series, it may not be what the story needs. I wrote 50,000 words. I wasn't blocked, but it wasn't what needed to be written at the point. So yeah, I don't get writer's block. I don't get stymied for ideas. I'm never at a lack of ideas. In fact, I have more ideas than I will ever be able to write, and that haunts me at night. That actually haunts me sometimes. However, I can answer a couple questions for you that may help you if you are experiencing what you think of as writer's block. Now first, do I believe writer's block exists? I used to say no, but since then, I have seen several friends go through serious burnout writer's block. And it's not just having a lack of ideas. It's not just, I'm not sure what to write. It's a serious condition where they cannot put a word on the page and they are frozen and they literally cannot write and they are terrified. Now, if you are in that situation and you are a career writer, you need to get some help. You need to talk to either a therapist or good friends, and you need to recharge because chances are you are severely burnt out and you need time to recuperate. So, if you are in that situation, there's no quick fix for it. So take some time. Breathe, forgive yourself, don't blame yourself, find some help, and do things that recharge you and that don't make you feel like you are flailing. However, on the other hand, if you are just at a lack of ideas occasionally, or you're sitting there and you're a newer writer and you're not sure what to write about, here's what I tell you. Start pretending. Remember when we were kids and a box could become a rocket ship, and the dolls we had talked, and the plastic dinosaurs, we actually could see what was going on when we played with them. And, remember when you were a kid and you went traipsing through the jungle, with your handy machete, which was probably plastic, and the jungle was the backyard, the plants in the backyard. We need to get back to that. Now, I call it the what if game. Driving down the street. You're at a light. You look over. You see a couple in a car and they're arguing. Don't just pass it by. Stop, think, what are they arguing about? Well, of course you don't know what they're arguing about, but what are they arguing about in your head? Are they arguing about the fact that the mortgage is due and they don't have the money? Are they arguing because she just found out he's cheating on her? Are they arguing because he found out that she basically is running off with all the money and he doesn't know what to do? Are they arguing because she found out he's a space alien and she's suddenly aware that she's married to this alien shifter? It could be anything. Are they arguing because they killed somebody and the body is in the trunk and they don't know where to bury it. The what if game. What if? Ask yourself that constantly. You're walking down the street, you see a kid crying on the doorstep. What if he just found out that his parents are getting divorced? What if he can't find his mom? What if, what if, what if? Let your imagination go wild. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't keep yourself from having these wild, crazy ideas. That's what writing's all about. We create worlds in our head. We create creatures and situations. We are gods and goddesses of the worlds we write. Don't be afraid to write a fantastical world. A lot of times people will ask me, how do you get such incredible creatures? Well, I study a lot of mythology, and there are a lot of mythological creatures in my books. B, if I can't find one that meets my needs, I create it. It's like, woohoo, I have a new creature. The Corpse Talkers in the Otherworld series. I needed somebody who could talk to the dead and who could speak with the ghosts, but I needed someone who wasn't a medium, and for some reason the Corpse Talkers just came to mind. Now, in terms of being inspired by things you see, Sam and I were driving down the road one day, and I see this car in front of us, and it has a personalized license plate that reads Hunter. Well, my first thought, what if it's a serial killer taunting the police? Just train yourself to look at the world in a what if manner. That will bring you plenty of ideas. There was a story I read once in the newspaper. It was very sad. This couple had gotten married, and they were on this cliff getting wedding pictures taken the day of their wedding. Right after they'd gotten married, a rogue wave comes up and blows the bride off of the cliff, and she dies. She's swept under the water. And my first thought, other than that sad, was, what a romance. I mean, you could even write it the other way around. What if, a woman gets married to the love of her life, and they're on the cliff, and the wave comes up and blows him off, drowns him. Can she go on? How can she move on and love again? Is she going to be terrified of cliffs the rest of her life? When she meets someone new, can she get over that trauma of the past? It would be an incredibly passionate romance. So look for these ideas. Everyday, ordinary situations can bring you inspiration. Don't be afraid to let your imagination run wild. And that's the whole key of being an author, is having that imagination and presenting a story that comes from some spark that sets off an inner fire going, what if this? I haven't written 70 some books without having a lot of what if this? What about that? What if this was this way? What if that was that way? Those books don't just come out of nowhere, and they're not just handed to me. My imagination works constantly, and I've trained it and honed it over the years. I've trained myself to think in that manner. I listen in on conversations. When I was able to go to restaurants, I would listen unashamedly to the people in the booth next to us. Now, I wouldn't turn around and stick my head over there, but I'd listen, and I'd listen to what they were talking about, and I'd listen to the dialect, because you can get a lot of inspiration about how characters talk and about how their speech patterns are by listening to different people. So all of life is grist for the mill. So yeah, writer's block. Generally, when people mention writer's block, they're usually talking about, I'm not sure what to write about. Play the what if game. If it doesn't work at first, keep playing, because it takes a while to train your imagination. It's a muscle, kind of. It's an unseen, it's an invisible muscle that you need to train. If you are truly burned out and you're a career writer who desperately is burned out on what you've been writing, find some help, because a lot of people don't get over that, and you need somebody supportive to help you with that. So I hope this has been helpful. It may not have been what you expected to hear, but I hope that it found its way into something you can use. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful coming week, and I will talk to you next time. And remember, Witching Time just came out, so go grab your copy. And I am having so much fun with Starlight Web, so go grab your pre-order on that. And I will talk to you later.